how could I possibly forget about the Xerxethon finals? And this one is a damn doozy. I didn't forget about it. I've just been putting off uploading it because we haven't really contacted each other. We were going to dual narrate it, but I guess not anymore. I'm going to just do it on my own. It's been way too long already. It's against MikeDecIsHere. It's the finals. We both know a little bit of each other's teams because we have played before, but obviously we probably both got a few little secrets left. At least I know I do. So against this Weavile, I know I don't really want to take an ice move from it, so I'm just going to go to Empoleon, hopefully resist an ice move, and crap, he went to Heracross. I don't know at the time if he predicted that or if he was just expecting Sleep Powder and that was his best sleep fodder or whatever, but that's still not good. I've got to go to Arrow. I went to Arrow because I thought he would Mega Horn because I know he knows I have a Cresselia, and I thought he'd expect me to go to that. But no, I expected Mega Horn, and I get burned for it. So he doesn't want to take a Stone Edge, so he's going to switch out into Empoleon here, which ironically is Steel type, so my super sneaky Sky Attack, which isn't very sneaky, I think he knew it was coming, but I just didn't want to not use it. It still takes a resistance, so it's not doing a whole lot of damage, but at least it does something. And here I could either Stone Edge, predicting something, but I'm pretty sure he's got Aqua Jet, so I think he expected to switch probably back to my own Empoleon. And no, I just got my rocks up, and I don't know what he wants to go for. My Arrow isn't really worth saving at this point because he does have Aqua Jet on Empoleon. And I just decide, you know, it's my best fodder. It's got its rocks up, it's burned its Power Herb, and it got 50% on its Heracross. Good job. So now I'm going to go to Lucario because I can probably Bullet Punch it and probably kill it at that point, to be honest. Which I guess he expected going into Tentacruel, which actually resists both my stabs, so that's a very, very good switch. So I set up in my sub. I could Sword Stance, but I'm not really, like, that's stupid. I just go for Close Combat, which gets a crit. That's amazing, right? No, it still wouldn't 2-hit KO regardless, and he has a Citrus Berry anyway, so it's almost like that crit never happened. His Tentacruel is obviously going to be able to break my sub with a Surf of his own, and I've got to decide where I want to go to take a Surf. Because obviously -1 defense Lucario is not going to take that very well. So I decide at the end of the day, Empoleon is my best thing to go to, which he actually predicts very nicely by going back into Heracross. I really wish I could have stayed in, but obviously hindsight's 20/20, and now I've kind of got a better idea of where his predicting... I kind of got an idea where his head is in terms of predicting. So I go to Tangrowth here, because I figure Tangrowth's probably my best thing to take it. I know I can take a Close Combat, and if he wants to Mega Horn, I can probably live it, to be honest, and then if he decides to kill me, I can go to something else, and he'll be at low enough where I can kill it. I Leech Seed as he rests. I couldn't believe he had rest, so that means first turn he was predicting Sleep Powder, because he does have... Like, I knew he had Sleep Talk at that point, and he luckily gets a Mega Horn, and if my Leech Seed hadn't missed, he would have had a little bit more damage. I could have, you know... protected that turn and gotten a little bit more damage on there, and then I could have, and then maybe he Sleep Talks a rest next turn, who knows, but it was just unfortunate that he had to get that direct sequence of moves combined with a miss. So I go to Kingdra, and I know Empoleon was coming in, but I still Dragon Dance, and I still stay in. Like, if somebody can explain my thought process to me, please do, because I'm being a complete and total idiot here. I think I figured, you know, I was trying to force it when I really shouldn't have been, because I have Lucario. I can go to Lucario. Lucario is a Steel type. I could also go to Cresselia, because Cresselia is a Pecha Berry. I got lucky with the first Toxic Miss, and that should have been my key to get out of there, go to Lucario. But no, he just continued going for Toxic, and I was just trying to force it. I figured I'm already set up, I may as well just keep going for it, and you know, it was really just stupid. Plus, I thought Waterfall would kill this time, and it doesn't. It leaves it at a tiny little sliver of health, which... like that, if I kill it, then I have one less turn of poison and less turn of Aqua Jet, and I probably could have lived more poison and maybe gotten off one more attack at +2, which is huge. But I don't know, it just wasn't in my thought process at the time to go to Lucario. I figured maybe he'd serve predicting that. I don't know. It wasn't smart, whatever it was. However, when he goes to Infernape, I know he's got Tentacruel. I know he's trying to bait Waterfall, so I'm just going to go for Outrage. I knew Tentacruel was coming in. Draco wouldn't have killed it, so I had to go for Outrage. Plus, like, it was forced. Like, I'm stuck in here with Kingdra. I have to kill something with it. So I'm going to score 3 kills, which, like, it kind of seems stupid because I'm complaining that I managed to get 3 kills with this thing, but it's not the right 3 kills. It's killing guys that I don't care about. I would have rather killed that Heracross. I would have rather killed his last, which you haven't seen yet, a Dragonite. If I wasn't poisoned, then I could still have this guy for later, and I could potentially match his boost, probably be faster than him if he's bulky, because Kingdra isn't bulky at all, and who knows what happens then. But that's not what I did. That's not the way it happened. I died of poison, and it's a double down. So on the double down, he could either go back to his Infernape, or he could go to Heracross. I predicted the Infernape, and Cresselia was really the best choice for Heracross as well. So I gotta eventually get a lucky turn of Sleep Talk here, and I finally do get close combat, and I'm gonna land a Psychic on him, which comes so close to killing him. You'll see. Watch, it'll go down to like 1 hit point. He gets a crit, by the way. I don't really care about that. It's like an extra 100 points. So after the -1, it's like, it takes it down to 1. And then here's a major turn of predicting. He's going to wake up this turn. Is he going to go for Mega Horn to kill Cresselia, or is he going to go for close combat, expecting Lucario to resist the Mega Horn? I thought for like 5 minutes. We were in the Skype call together, and there was like mind games galore. I decided, you know what, at the end of the day, if I lose Cresselia, it's not even a huge deal, so I may as well just stay in, go for Psychic, force him to kill me, and he didn't. And that's great. I get to keep my Cresselia, and he's down to his last 2 guys. I know his last is Dragonite, and I don't want to let him last one it, but at the same time, it's an Infernape. I can't let this Infernape do anything. I can't let it Swords Dance. I can't let it Nasty Plot. I just Moonlit up, because I needed to get a little bit of HP back. I knew I would live whatever he wanted to go for. And I know it's probably got a setup move since it's not allowed coverage, and I just couldn't let it do that. Plus, close combat immediately kills both my remaining steel types. So, Fire Blast, it's not really doing a lot to Cresselia, and because I don't want him to set up, I just went for Psychic that turn just to kill him. And all he got left is Dragonite, so I could stay in, and probably should stay in and Thunder Wave him, but I'm not sure what set he is. I don't know if he wants to be bulky, because there is no lefty, so I figure he's probably going to maybe going to be more offensive. And I decided, going to Lucario right now and setting up a Swords Dance is probably my best option, and not letting him have that extra turn to set up, because he probably wouldn't hit himself in he probably wouldn't stay paralyzed or be fully paralyzed for a turn. So I had to go set up, get my Lucario, get it to SD. And here, I honestly, legitimately thought that a Dragon Claw would kill me. I thought he'd be a lot more offensive than he was, simply because there's no lefties. So I went for Bullet Punch. Close combat obviously would have done more. It's 180 base power after stab. And, after the resistance, it's 90. Meanwhile, Bullet Punch is only 60. I'm fully aware of that, but I went for Bullet Punch because I thought he'd be faster, and I thought he'd kill me. My heart dropped when he didn't kill me, because I knew I could have killed this thing, could have won the game. And now it's gonna be, it's gonna be a stall fest. He's gonna get his Roost up. I'm gonna get my Iron Defense up, so I can match his attack boost. And here it's just a mega stall. I couldn't afford to go to Cresselia and Thunder Wave it. And honestly, even if I did, he just roosts up again and gets to a higher hit points. I'm gonna set up my +6 defense, but he's also gonna get his +6, attack and stuff. If I had Flash Cannon on this Empoleon, I probably could have eventually taken him out, but I don't, so that's not going to work. And all he really needs is a crit. And honestly, at +6, I'm going to be losing too many hit points per turn. I'm not going to be able to recover as many as I need to without a recovery move. So that's honestly going to be the match. It's just going to be it's a cakewalk to the finish for him. So congratulations, Mike. It was a very hard-fought battle. It was a great game. A great game. Lots of predictions back and forth. And it was pretty wild, so I definitely had a lot of fun, and if I had to lose to somebody, I'm glad it was him, and not somebody else. So, just because the tournament is over, that doesn't mean the content from the tournament is over, it doesn't mean the series is over. So, I've got a lot of matches outside of the tournament, I've got the first game against Mike here, I've got Sexy Melodic, I've got a few other games that I can randomly throw up, so I really liked this team. I did really well with it. Finishing second in this tournament was a pretty big accomplishment, and it was tons of fun. So I want to thank you for watching. There's still more to watch, more on the way. Don't worry, I'm slapping my leg. I'm not wearing any pants. Underpants, of course, but I'm also shirtless. So I've nothing really else to say. I'm just going to leave the game up. You can see, I'm just losing too many hit points. I'm not going to be able to take him out unless I get 4 crits in a row. And he doesn't notice, so... plus, I already said I lost. Okay, rambling, done. Okay, you can watch the rest of the game. I might put music, I might not. Goodbye.